So like you a run this past year, dog. Like tell me how that was. Tell me about the process of that. Like tell me what kept fueled you to kept going even after succeeding and going to that next step. Like walk us through that.
I guess what really like started that off in October 2022, Louisiana Fest. I
Okay.
had but that concert wound up getting like pushed back whatever, and then it happened in October. I had like literally had like this vivid ass dream, bro, about me being on on the stage with Lil Wayne, like at that concert. And I was thinking to myself like, man, that shit seems so far fetched. And then that's when the concert wound up getting pushed back. You know what I'm saying? And it just so happened like that night before, nigga had called me and was like, man, you wanna come do the get the gas shit, on stage, whatever. So I'm like, fucking right. So that night when all that shit happened, I'm just like, I had like a whole different feeling about how everything was already going, like, with the whole Subtweet Shawn thing. And it's like, man, like, this shit probably about to really be the start of everything. And keep in mind, I wasn't even really making music or none of that shit then. So the first song I had did, the bounce song, I had made that bitch in like December of that year. And then soon as, New Year's hit, like, that bitch just took a whole mind of its own and
So
just sparked everything.
the first song was in December 2022.
Yeah.
Boy, it don't even feel like that.
Right.
At all.
It feel like it's been a minute. Like it feel like because it's like it was like a overload. Like not in a bad way.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's like you kind of rushed the market to the point where damn, it's only been a year, some change.
Facts.
Damn.
That's why I'm saying. So like ever since December, I had waited like a month, put another one out. And then like, I'll be on putting my little snippets on there and shit, and then like another month passed, put another one out. So I just wanted to make sure I stayed relevant, that whole year, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I definitely, succeeded with doing that though.
You feel like
Yeah.
it's easy?
It depends on what aspect you talking about. As far as what part of it, like the whole process, or you just saying like,
The what sparks the song in general? Is that like an easy everyday thing? Like, cause to me, I feel like once you start writing or once you start recording, like it's once you rolling, you rolling. But what sparks that first little line that you feel like, all right, I can make a song out of this?
honestly, I would not say it's easy because like my dog Perk, shout out my dog Perk in here right now. We was in the studio one night and we got this song that we made called 21 Seconds.
Yeah, that bitch hard.
So that whole night in the studio, we didn't make that song till it was fucking time for us to go. Cause we was in that bitch just like stressed out. We didn't know, man, what the fuck could we do? How could we say it on this song? Like it was a whole different song before we even got to that shit. And like we wound up doing that shit before we left. Like after bouncing all these ideas off the wall.
So you
like,
don't write? You don't write? You just go up
Nah,
there?
I write. As far as like the ideas and shit though, like we could just be in that bitch just joking.
Mm-hmm.
And then nigga say something like, ooh, that shit hard. And then boom, like nigga just get to making that bitch like.
That makes sense.
So really at the end of that studio session, like, cause this nigga had to go home, I think. But as we like, making a song, like, nigga like about to go, they're like, wait, no, add that on the. So like as we keep doing that, like we adding different shit to the song, it's like, man, that bitch getting harder and harder, you know what I'm saying? So I honestly don't think it's easy.
Okay.
What's your favorite song that you made?
That one.
That
21
one?
seconds.
That one?
That bitch smoke.
Yeah, that bitch
Like,
hard. That bitch
That
hard.
was hard. That one for sure. That one in the Bruno Mars one. Miss
So
Good Pussy.
how you feel about, I know one of your main supporters from my perspective is Justin Jefferson.
No.
To me, as far as the sports. Who you feel?
Justin Jefferson for the Vikings?
Yeah.
He do it a
Biggest
lot.
supporter in the sports world.
You saying Justin Jefferson as far as like what him doing like my
The
dance?
dances in the end zone and stuff.
I mean,
like
shit,
that.
that nigga be doing the gritty. He don't do he don't do nothing I be doing.
I know, I ain't tripping.
That bitch
So who
said-
He did
Justin-
it one time,
who
like
you
it was
feel
a
like-
video he had like before he had went on the
Right.
field, but it wasn't.
So who you feel like fucking with you in the sports world then?
LSU women's basketball team, for sure. Nisa Morrow, she like one of the top women in college right now. Like she like a top 5 player right now.
Mhm.
Her for sure. My dog Grant Delpit played for the Browns. It's a couple of people I could shout out, man. Conrad Lacey, Malik Neighbors that play for LSU. Like they was really the ones that like started doing the dance and shit, and then everybody started adding the song on to them doing like the 6 Wall Do Man. So that
how
shit
you
just took
felt
off.
when Ja did it?
Now when he did that,
He did it in our house after
He
beating
did.
us though. Like
that nigga trainer told me he was gonna do that shit though.
yeah,
Cause that nigga Ja, he was one of the first niggas to do the get the gat. Like he had did that shit in practice one time, and then that nigga trainer, one of his trainers from here.
yeah.
That boy was like, man, yeah, I'm gonna tell that boy tap in with that shit. And sure enough, man, that nigga hit that shit. Cause I had cut the game off right before he did that shit.
First game back.
Cause I'm like, man, them niggas and beat us. I cut the game off. Man, my phone blew up. Nigga like, boy, that boy just did the rock your hips. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So nigga sent me the video. I'm like, dog, I just cut this shit off and that nigga did that
He
shit.
hit that bitch.
That bitch went crazy after that dude.
First game back. Game
I was
winner
there.
in New Orleans.
I was
He hit
there.
That bitch.
That was hard. Shout out my nigga JaMorant. That nigga that made
game
me
was lit as fuck.
a more fan of him. Like
Yeah.
I already was fucking with Ja, but like I'm like, damn, like nigga tapped in, and he tweeted that bitch. That nigga said rock your hips. So I was like,
So
that's
how
hard.
you feel about the controversy behind, he hit it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They try to say, oh, there he go doing something with a gun again.
Yeah.
And then at the white from Texas, the white quarterback from Texas, he hit it. And everybody was like, oh, look at him, he's having fun. What's your take on that? How you feel about that? I know both of them did your dance and they supported you, so you don't really want to say nothing bad. But
You gotta look at it like this, bro. So let's say, this kind of might be off the wall. Let's say you see R. Kelly fucking playing patty cake with a child. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you see a fucking random white man playing patty cake with a random ass child.
Right.
Who you gonna call out for that?
R. Kelly,
Because he already got a history of doing
history.
something with children.
You
That
know
makes
you
sense.
know that about R.
So a
Kelly.
nigga that's
That
doing
makes
something with
sense.
guns, you know what I'm saying? I see why they would say something about it, even though that wasn't his intention, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you really gotta look at it for what it is, dude.
Because at first it wasn't a problem until it became a problem.
Right. You gotta,
I ain't gonna say that was off the
is.
wall. That was a good analogy because the way you put it, you ain't got no choice but to understand that.
Right.
Like,
So you gotta look at it for what it is with that shit.
so it's like with the you say the LSU women's basketball team give you a lot of heavy support or whatever. So does that have anything to do with you going to school out there, or is just like the music on its own, or a combination of both?
Nah, cause I went to LSU in 2016. That was my freshman year, and
So they was far removed from that.
yeah, like this, I wasn't even thought of. Like none of this was thought of. Like now, I had my name when I got to LSU already. You know what I'm saying? Cause I had did like the Kurt Franklin video.
Yeah,
Me dancing for the church. I had did that the day
Yeah.
before I moved in LSU. So me going to LSU, like I felt like I kind of just built up a real fire ass story for myself. Like a lot of people don't know this shit. I went to fucking jail at LSU I had a clown mask on. I remember the shit when it was like a thing where niggas was like just walking around with clown masks on and shit.
Yeah.
But I was doing this shit to like, fuck around with my partners and shit.
Yeah.
So nigga was in the newspaper and all kinds of shit at LSU. So like it's a whole big ass like story I really built for myself just going to LSU. Like it was a real experience. So then like my final years of being at LSU, like that's when I did the Get the Gat thing.
Mm-hmm.
And even when I did that, like me being a student, them people didn't even like acknowledge the fact that I was a student though. You know what I'm saying? Like the actual school itself. Like niggas ain't give me no tickets to the game. Like none of that shit.
I
Like
thought they was fucking with you.
no, the players on the team, like them was my partners. Like them niggas knew they fuck with me. But it was like the organization and the school itself.
But look who you dealing with.
Right.
Look where you at.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. Didn't them boys do all that with you too though? Like the LSU college the championship team, they were doing to get the
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that was my partners, but like the actual people, like let's say the LSU football page will post the video of them doing the get together or whatever. Them niggas wouldn't even tag me. They wouldn't retweet the shit I was posting. They even had a page where them niggas started selling it's the national championship, so they was calling the national championship NAT. Get the NAT.
Get the NAT.
Them niggas started selling fucking.
No credit.
Wasn't even fucking with me at all. Like niggas shut me out, everything. I feel like they doing that now though. Like even with me telling y'all about the women's basketball team, like they fuck with me hard. But I watched them like invite like the team themselves. They would invite certain people to their practices to come do like social media shit with them. But it's like, man, y'all players locked in with a nigga fucking with me. Y'all don't even want to invite a nigga to come do nothing. So
And you was a student.
right.
That's strange. What you think is the reasoning behind that? The story you was talking about, or just
I try to psych self up and really like be like, man, maybe that is the reason why they don't fuck with me because of, you know, what I had going on while I was there. But then again, I watched them invite a bunch of random white motherfuckers like that did social media shit. They would come, you know, to their school, like let them go in the stadium and make videos and shit. And it's like, damn, y'all doing this with non-students. And I'm an actual student here, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
them niggas ain't even fuck with a nigga, so.
it'll catch. It's gonna come around, you know, when it's undeniable. Cause I mean, it's getting to that point. If you did all that in a year,
Mm-hmm.
like we literally in January right now,
Right.
and you saying that song drops in December?
Yeah.
That's a year and a month. Like
Facts.
that's wicked. Like that's a hell of a push. Like, and I knew, like, from, you know, just looking, I'm like, damn, he was on a hell of a run this year. I didn't know it was only just this year though.
Uh-huh.
Right. It felt like I said. It felt like it was longer.
Yeah.
It felt like it was way longer.
Yeah, that's that too.
Right.
So that's
You've been
why-
known though. Like people been paying attention.
So it's like
to
a
you.
lot of more people like getting on now because it's like they see the music, not them not knowing. Like I got a whole another half of what the fuck I was doing before the music. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga was going viral with the skits and shit.
Right.
So then that's when I just started doing the music. So now it just seemed like it's he an artist now. You know what I'm saying? So
You ever felt like you had to change your name?
I did.
Cause I mean, cause when you was Subtweet Shawn, that's when Twitter was the shit.
Yeah.
Like when you came up with the name, I'm saying. So it's like now it's like most of your motion mostly on Instagram and TikTok.
Mhm.
So you ever thought about changing your name, or you just gonna roll with it?
I 100% thought about changing my name until I got on live on TikTok with Timberland. And that nigga said, nigga, that name hard as fuck. When he told me my name was hard,
Fuck it.
I'm like, all right, it's good then.
Right.
Like my manager was on No Jumper. And when he said my name, like Adam22 and Wack was like, Subtweet Shawn, that's a fire ass name. Like every time I keep hearing these people
Right.
say it, I'm like, all right, that's giving me more and more reason to just be like, all right, I'm gonna keep the name. Cause I did want to change it to that's why half of my music on Apple Music is under Tweet. Cause at a point in time I wanted to change my shit to just shorten it to Tweet. But then again, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna have to keep that shit the same. Cause that's
They
what
had
I
a
built
girl.
the
They had a
brand
girl.
on.
They had a singing name.
Yeah, they got a tweet. They got a singing name Tweet.
Gotta tweet. Yeah.
So I'm like, I gotta keep it what I built the brand on already as Subtweet Shawn. So
Got you.
You still got a
do that.
strong presence on Twitter.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't even get on Twitter no more.
Right.
You gotta tap in, bro. You got the coolest name on Twitter. You gotta tap in with Twitter.
I'm gonna tell you what.
See all that freaky shit, dog.
Nah, it ain't even that. I'm gonna tell you what fuck. I'm gonna tell you what fucked that up with
Well,
Twitter.
yeah, X, not Twitter.
Yeah, that
X.
shit called X now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what fucked that up, dude. During the time of me being at LSU, when I was doing the Get the Gat shit, like right there, soon as COVID hit, my Twitter had got deleted. Like they had took my shit down. So I had to build a whole nother Twitter up. You know, it was a whole bunch of shit I did. I'm like, man, all my content I ever did, all that shit gone. So when I finally got the other page back, when I tried to start posting on there again, my shit went from getting 5,000 retweets, 100K views to fucking 42 retweets. I'm like, man, fuck this shit, man. I'm about to get on Instagram.
Yeah.
So that's really how I just like stopped fucking with Twitter though, I ain't gonna lie.
You fucked with Vine back then?
Yeah. That's
I
really
knew
that's
I
how I got
wasn't
my
tripping.
that's
I
really
knew
how
I
I got
wasn't
my name
tripping.
between the Twitter and Vine.
Vine.
That's how I got my name for real.
So you know how you started with your skits? Like you started acting really? Like is that still something you want to do, or you just focused on just straight music?
100%. I definitely won't act like I always look at my path. You think about Drake, right? He started with the acting, but he did all that to get where he wanted to go with the music. I'm doing the music, you know what I'm saying, to give me where I want to go with the acting. Like that's really what my whole goal is to be an actor. So like if this music shit was to stop today, like I'm gonna be acting.
That's motherfucker.
What about
You gonna hit
stand
a
up?
50 Cent.
Oh yeah, in Shreveport,
Shreveport?
gotta go see about that.
Yeah.
For sure.
So what about stand up? You thought about that? I mean, the skit's funny. You ever thought about trying to turn that into some jokes and some stand up shit?
I've been doing stand up since 2016.
I ain't know that.
I did stand up since 2016. Now as of recently, I had just did a show for Bayou Classic, and that was my first show being back on stage in like a whole year. So I'll be taking like these like long periods of time before I get back on stage and do shit like that. But I've been doing stand up for a long time.
Are you comfortable with it, or is it just something you know, you gotta kind of work your way up to doing?
I'll say I'm comfortable with it, but of course, performing songs and shit is way more easier because these people already know these songs, they like them, compared to me having to tell you a joke and then hoping you fucking laugh at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was to sit here and do a comedy show right now for y'all, like, this would be, like, the most nerve-wracking shit ever. Cause
You do, like, raw material, or you just, plot your shit out?
Like, what kind of comic are you?
Yeah, with Mario.
That shit was funny as fuck. That was a good show.
Facts.
Yeah, you had a good turnout. I
Um,
didn't know you was gonna be that.
You said what kind of comedy?
Yeah, like, you know how I got D.L. Hughley, he'll come out there and just start ripping people. You got Chris Rock, he a storyteller, talk about his childhood and stuff. Like, what kind of style you usually have? Like,
I ain't gonna lie, my shit like on orthodox, cause I may come out ribbing a nigga. Like, I remember I was ribbing a nigga in the front row for having these big ass cuffs in his pants, and this nigga turned out to be a pastor. You know what I'm saying? So my style of comedy is just unorthodox. I really just might, talk about shit I already got written down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like that's one of my biggest, skills I have with that.
okay. So, like, I know you connected with Perk, of course. Who else you been connected with in this past year that you done built a good relationship with as far as just in the music itself?
Teezy for sure is my dog. Dino by the way. That's another
I just
dope
seen
ass artist.
y'all video. It was you, Dino, and that was Perk, huh?
Yeah, that's a 21 second song.
Yeah, I just seen y'all in that video.
So yeah, Teezy, Dino, my nigga YD. It's crazy, like me, Teezy, and YD, all of us went to Lake area together. Like, all went to school together. So like, just to see like all three of us, you know what I'm saying? Like, really at the top type of shit, like that's some dope shit to see.
Cause as of right now, it's like YD got the streets,
Mm-hmm.
and you like the hottest name in the bounce right now.
Yeah.
You feel like you're the hottest name in the bounce right now?
I mean, I'll be wrong if I wasn't to say like I don't think so, cause I don't see niggas just hitting 2 million streams and shit every day.
Yeah, let's talk
You know what
about
I'm
that. How you felt when you seen that?
Like, I want to cry. I ain't gonna lie, cause it's like I didn't see me doing music. You know what I'm saying? So to just jump in that lane and do some shit that niggas strive every day to do,
Yeah.
and to be blessed with that opportunity, I was like, man, that shit amazing. You know what I'm saying? So I do think personally, like, not even in bounce, like, if you just talking about music in New Orleans, like, I feel like I'm a top name because I really be rapping in my bounce songs. I don't just be on that bitch 9-9. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you an 8-bar verse or just whatever. So I do think I'm top 5, honestly, in the city right now. Like, streams, all that. You know what I'm saying? Numbers, if you pull up the numbers, they there.
See, you didn't get it with Beyonce when you was doing when you was trying to catch her. I honestly thought you would.
That was some work ethic,
Man,
dog.
I was in the
That was
comments.
some work ethic.
Right.
You
I was in the
working.
comments bag and perform outside in
You
front of that
was working.
motherfucker.
Look,
For
You
real.
doing it for Drake, but you seen his concert, then got pushed back. You think you'll be able to, since it got pushed back?
Oh, for
You
sure,
got
for
more
sure.
time
See, that's
now.
why when I see stuff like that, I be like, that's God working in my favor. He giving me more time. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people, compared to, of course, with Beyonce, I know a lot of people that's, connected to Drake. So, of course, I feel like this process of me trying to, make that happen will be way easier than trying to do that with Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm definitely going to work that song basically how I did the one I just did. Like, for sure, for sure.
I like how you take them leaps of faith, though, because you never knew.
Facts.
Like, that's how I felt like it was going to work out. That's why I'm like, okay, he got it pushed back. Well, he got more time. He got that. That's
Facts.
That's
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like you got talent because it's a talent in itself being relatable.
Mm-hmm.
Telling relatable jokes, relatable skits, relatable lyrics. That's a talent in itself. But I feel like where you really separate yourself is your marketing, bro. Like the way you market yourself and everything you do, you trying to take it to the highest level. Like you just said with the Beyonce joint. Like you trying to take it to the highest level. You ain't just doing some little shit right quick and just sitting back and see what it do. I feel like that's what gets you 2 million streams.
Mm-hmm.
Not just doing something good, making sure that people know how good it is.
Yeah.
That's just my
Seeing you over and over and over, like, can't deny you seeing the shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what really got my attention. Like, I seen it over 3 times. So I'm like, man, fuck that. You go perform outside if she ain't let you get on the stage.
right.
That's what I like. A lot of people be asking. They be talking about the support thing, right? Like in New Orleans, they be like, why certain artists don't get that support, and it's like I've been working for the shit that I've been doing for literally like 10 years since a sophomore in high school. So it's like, bro, if I could do that shit, I don't see why you can't. Like, nobody ain't give me nothing. Like, all the people I work with, like, I made these connections myself with these people. Like, ain't nobody introduced me to Perk. You know what I'm saying? Nigga made that connection himself. So it's like, you could work just how I did. Like, nobody ain't just come and say, all right, I'm gonna put you on this platform or none of that. Like, nigga really been grinding for 10 years. Like, you know, like you said with the skits, like, nigga doing skits every day. I'm depressed, but I'm still getting on this bitch trying to make everybody laugh. And all right, you need to know what Subtweet Shawn is. So you just gotta grind, man. You gotta do the work.
So let me ask you this. So everybody seen the video with Boosie or whatever. I don't feel like he meant no harm. But how did you feel like in that moment, and how did you feel like after that settled in?
Man, that shit was funny. That's why I posted it.
Yeah.
That shit was funny, but it's like they had like a personal side to it because it was some shit that's, you know, with him and my manager, which is his brother, you know what I'm saying? So I had to also look at it from that perspective. But to me, with him telling me what he told me, it was funny to me because it's like, I mean, fuck, I'm the one that got to deal with the, you know, how it look. Right. So I'm like, fuck, I'm about to embrace that shit. Fuck, I couldn't get the picture, but I got this fucking video.
Right.
Yeah.
That was
video
worth,
did more than the picture.
Way more than the picture, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's how I look at everything, bro. Like, my mama ain't want me to post that shit. I'm like, man, I'm gonna post this shit.
Good move. Good move. I feel you, moms. I understand, but good move. Good move. So it's like, so you say you've been grinding for 10 years, right? So I know you played sports in high school, right? Mm-hmm. So did that help you, like the popularity that might have came from that, did that help you kind of get a jump start out the gate?
Not necessarily. Because, you know, people, like I said, they already knew me for the skits and shit. So when nigga go to these schools and play people and shit, like we went to, what's the school they like, black and yellow on the West Bank? That's Higgins?
Black and yellow? Blue and yellow is Higgins.
Yeah, blue and yellow. Navy
blue and yellow is Higgins.
So
black and yellow is Bonnable.
What's
Helen Cox is black and red.
Helen Cox,
Higgins, John Eric. Yeah, West Jeff.
Shaw. That's about it. Yeah, Landry and Walker. Walker was open when he was in school, I think.
Who y'all know Melvin Frazier?
Yeah, that's Higgins. That's Higgins.
Okay, so it was Higgins. Man, nigga played a game at Higgins, bro. I ain't never seen this shit a day in my life. I got on the court, because I was like the sixth man, you know what I'm saying? I got on the court. When I tell you these niggas was trying to come on the court, and like just because of who I was, niggas was joking that bad where they was trying to fight me while I was on the court.
What the
like,
fuck?
The police had to come here and like escort us to our bus and shit because niggas just wanted to joke that bad just because I was Subtweet Shawn.
Yeah.
Like, nigga played at St. Aug. Like, I wasn't even playing that game because I was playing football. So we just was coming to support the team or whatever. Man, niggas like, we want Subtweet. Like, the whole gym. So, like, just being a part of
everybody won't fuck over you, hit a jump
you know what I'm saying?
Like, you.
So shit just like that type of shit in high school, that was definitely like a real experience to be a part of all that shit.
Yeah.
So that was
it was more of a distraction than a help.
Right.
So
that's what niggas, that's why when I tell people about
the sports.
Yeah, that's like when I tell people that, you know, I did play sports and shit, they don't see it. Cause they just looking at who I am now, they don't be like, man, you ain't play no damn sports.
I wouldn't have thought so neither till I really seen that video you put up. I'm like, this motherfucker could shoot.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I really played sports, you know what I'm saying? So like niggas don't, that was what I really was doing at first.
Yeah.
And I remember like, you know, playing park football and shit. Like, we had this little shit where you had to do an interview. And they was asking us what we, you know, wanted to do when we grew up. And one of my responses, this was before I even knew what the fuck a comedian was. I said I wanted to be a comedian. I ain't know what that shit was.
Right.
And then years later, like, that shit just came into play. And that's what, you know, that's just what I became. So I really started off the sports for real.
Hey, in that church world, sometimes they say the Lord will put the words in your mouth for you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So for you to not even know what that means, but you to say it,
Facts.
That gotta have something to do with it. I mean, whatever you believe in, but that's what I believe in.
Facts.
So, like, what's going on next? Like, you know, you got Mardi Gras coming up. What you got planned for Mardi Gras?
I definitely know I got some shows and shit coming up. definitely trying to see if we just performed at this ball last night, Crew of Athena. Me and Teezy just performed in the convention center. So, you know, we trying to see if we're gonna get some shit working for Zulu Ball. It's a whole
performance Zulu Ball?
For sure. Trying to see what we gonna do with that. I just need like the OGs and the older people to just realize, bro, like
you know who that is.
Yeah,
like,
it's
that's
like,
really Zulu Ball, really like 30 plus type shit.
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. And it's like they gotta realize, man, this shit really happening. Like it's a new wave. Like, of course, respect to like all the people before me, like the rappers and shit before me. But it's like y'all gotta start embracing the newer artists. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like nigga won't see the same people every single time.
It be that change though. They ain't ready for that change yet. They don't want to let it go.
Yeah,
that's what I feel like. They don't want to let that change take over.
Right. Since you have a following now, you feel like you could go and bounce back to the things you was doing prior, and it, you know, work out a little better for you.
What, as far as what, like with the skits and shit?
Yeah, like acting, your comedy, like
the skits I want to do, cause like that also became synonymous with me, like with the Subtweet Shawn brand. Like I always would do like some 90s R&B shit. Like I recreate like a music video or some shit, and that was something that I had really wanted to start tapping into, but I never could find I ain't gonna say the time, but I always needed people to help me with that shit. Like I can't just sit my phone up all the time and do shit like that. So having to think about all those things, it's like, man, it's a real job and a real, you know, process trying to put that together.
That fire collab, you, the Derek, Coop.
Yeah.
Who else?
With the B2K?
The fucking that 112 shit.
I'm trying to say B2K. It was 112 then. Yeah.
The peaches and cream shit. Man, that shit was hilarious.
That's what I'm saying. Like shit like that. Like, you know, I edit all my shit. So I just need a nigga to shoot.
That?
Facts. I just need a nigga to just shoot the shit. So that's why I be saying like that bitch a real process. And that's really what, if I was ever, you know, do skits again, like I just want my shit it gotta be quality. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just do no anything. So that's what I really want to like start doing if I do the skits again.
Cause I seen you was on like Carlos Miller and when they came.
Yeah, it was in Baton Rouge.
Like you see yourself like opening up for them, like doing stuff like that.
Honestly, I do, cause you know, people ask me who I guess look up to or model my career behind, and I always tell them Jamie Foxx. And seeing that nigga like play piano, but tell jokes and shit while he on the piano. Like,
and singing shit too
at
the same time.
I'm like, man, I see myself doing some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all fuck with the music. All right, I can implement that into stand up, make that shit out of whole jokes. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely see that.
Like the Jamie Foxx show, he threw it all out there. He played the piano. Jamie Foxx show, he sung, he acted, he did comedy in there. Like he did it all. Like quadruple threat for real. Who else in the game was like that besides Jamie? I know I'm sleeping on somebody.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy made music, acting, and comedy.
But he did numbers with that music.
He did.
That's true.
He did. I think did a song with Michael Jackson, Prince.
Yup.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know nobody else.
There ain't many.
Yeah, really not.
It ain't many.
I don't know nobody else. That's about the only person that's equivalent.
So besides Zulu Ball, you ain't trying to get on no floats. You ain't trying to have no teas popping.
Oh, for sure. But it's just like, I mean,
that's the priority.
As much as I say I want to do it, is like, I mean, whoever reach out, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know who to reach out to for that type of shit. So I definitely am open to doing all of that. It's just more of if people is to reach out to me. Cause I think last Mardi Gras, I was on the iHeart Radio flute. Okay. But I was performing a song I got with Master P daughter, Symphonique. I don't know if y'all heard that shit on the radio. Like it was that Can We Talk remix. It was like I'm gonna play it for y'all after this, but like that shit was always on the radio like in the first half of the year last year. Okay. So I was like doing that shit last Mardi Gras, but I'm definitely like, you know.
So if you ain't on no floats or nothing, you gonna hit the streets or it's getting a little too hectic for that?
Yeah, I kind of want to like start refraining on just being out in the mix in the public all the time, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. I performed at Xavier for their homecoming, and they got like this little this little app where the students talk on there anonymous. I'm trying to fucking say the word
Anonymously.
Anonymous.
Fuck it.
I fucked up. I fucked up last time. It's all good.
Anonymously.
Yeah.
There we go. And one of the things somebody said, nigga was like, what the fuck we got Subtweet Shawn for? I'll go see that nigga on Canal right now. I'm like, I'm never coming outside again. Cause like, if you feel like you could see me that accessible, I'm like, oh no.
Why we like that? Why New Orleans like that? Man, that's just such and such.
Right.
Why we do that?
Man, when I went to Southeastern and performed at Southeastern, bro, that was, when I performed at Southeastern and Southern, that was the most lit people ever been like for me, like in performing in Louisiana. Them people act like I was fucking Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing lit up, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit was real love.
It ain't gonna be like that though.
Ain't.
Not right now.
If I look at my
They
top
gonna have
five,
it all folded.
facts. All the time. I be seeing that shit on my videos. Like I performed in Republic with him one time. Now I'm looking at the videos and shit. I'm real life watching. You know, I ain't expecting no nigga to be singing my song. But niggas in the crowd like this. Like, nigga, you fucking my video up. You done fucked to the back.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
You made sure you got to the front and folded your
Yeah, you gonna fool you on just mug a nigga on the stage. So, I don't know, just seeing that shit, bro, I kind of like, it is wild to me. Because that's what I also like try to combat people argument about bounce being local. When I look at my stats and my music, New Orleans is not in my top 5 of none of my songs.
What the fuck?
Like Dallas, Atlanta, Houston, Mobile, and I forgot what the 5th one is, but New Orleans is not in my top 5.
Damn.
Man.
Just making a circle around New Orleans, but not being New Orleans.
Like they right there, but
Right
they
there.
not even in the top 5. You know what I'm saying? So that shit just wild to see. So I just be like, man, look, well, fuck, that's better for me. You know what I'm saying?
So what's next like for what you trying to hit next? You done hit 2 million streams. Shit, that's a shit. What's next? What more can you do? Like what you trying to do?
Like, what's your goals this year? It's a new year.
I got a couple of things I'm working on. I ain't gonna say like I got no. Well, I ain't gonna say that either, cause it's kind of like a record label. But you know, I got a few people talking to me about some distribution shit. So I'm looking to put out this new single that I got with Rod 49. Like you know, to really like set everything off.
It's over with after
Yeah.
that. It's
Like,
over with after that.
That's gonna be like my first real, you know, song that's for me. So like it ain't the sampled bounce, you know what I'm saying? It's sampled but it's clear. Let me put it like that. So it's gonna be like my first real single. You know, I'm putting
I like that about Rob, bro. Lately, Rob been a real doorway, bro.
Yeah.
He been a real doorway right now, and a lot of people might not see it or acknowledge it, but he been tapping in with other people, but also he been tapping in with people who below him per se. You know what I'm saying? He been a door lately. I give him his props for that.
Yeah, I about to say, I've been on Rob for a minute now, cause you know his cousin is like one of my best friends, so like that's how I already like knew him. Me and Rob got a song together already on Apple. That was like probably like the first song I had ever, you know, really put out for people to fucking hear. And I wasn't like, it wasn't no bounce. It was just like me just experimenting with some shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I'm about to, like when I made my second lap around, like trying to do the music shit, I'm like, all right, I'm about to do this shit for real now. So that's how all that started for real though.
So with this music, you know, what you think is best, like major deal or being independent?
Honestly, the shit I'm doing is like, I ain't gonna say I don't need no major label, because I remember hearing like a few people tell me, like your monthly listeners on Spotify, like if you get over 100K monthly listeners, it's like labels are like wanting to pursue you, or you really can stay independent with numbers like that. And I just checked my shit last night. I got 111,000 monthly listeners.
Oh yeah.
On, you know, Spotify. That's why I said, if you making these lists about rappers in the city, bro, if you ain't put me on your list, you out your fucking mind. I got the numbers and all that shit to back it up. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get too much into that, but I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. Yeah. So look, we gonna change the tempo a little bit, yeah? 'Cause that's what's needed. He said, hey, whoever that's gonna hit is gonna hit, and that's gonna be what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? But look, we gonna switch the tempo. So let me ask you this: I'm about to switch it all the way up.
All right.
Do you feel like women are freakier with their side nigga?
Cause it's like they taking all that pain, and they want you to take that pain and frustration out on them. because of what they going through with their main nigga.
Yeah, they want you to fuck the pain he created
Fuck
out
me.
of them.
Like hard, you know what I'm saying? They ain't about to tell their main nigga that. They want to make love. With the side nigga, they want to get slutted out, beat, or in the back of their head.
They want to get choked and fucked. That what they want?
That's so much.
That what they want?
They say home.
Choke and fuck?
So much.
Fill us in. You the representative.
You got a whole court. What's out?
Yeah, but you could get that from your nigga too, yeah.
But
You could.
what, he blew you though. He blew you.
Damn, but I don't gotta.
I feel like women. I feel like with the
Why
man.
we always gotta go to a side nigga? Is it
Cause
y'all always go to a side bitch?
Side
No,
bitch.
it-
It could be a side nigga or a side bitch.
Deflection.
Either or. It could be either or.
Deflection.
Let's
It
that's
could
what
be
I'm
either
saying. Let's
or.
be realistic about it.
It could be either or.
No, y'all sit there and that's the first thing y'all think. Let me go take.
So what be going down on them girls trips?
A shoulder to lean on becomes a what?
Pussy to eat on.
Dick to ride on. Whatever you want. Put your equation.
Shoulder to lean on. Pussy to eat on.
No, on
So
the real
y'all
though,
really
if you
think-
was
y'all
into it
really
with your main nigga and you go on a girls trip, what's about to happen?
I'm not about to. No, I'm not.
And your partner lick your
I'm
pussy.
sorry.
Just off G pistol.
You mean
Just
so y'all
OG
talking
pistol.
about within like the females, or y'all talking about females fucking other niggas?
I'm talking about females for
Either
other
or.
niggas. Yeah, either or, really.
You done moved this goalpost so many times. We done forgot you ain't never answered the original question.
Which is what? What you trying to say?
Is a
'Cause I
female
already said.
freakier with her side nigga? Still ain't answering. Deflection. Ignore.
I'm sorry.
Wait till we move on.
I can't speak on it. I ain't had it.
If you
Your
lie,
partner
then-
them. Your
you
partner
lie,
them. You
then
done
I
heard the
quit.
story. You done heard the
will
story. Your
say,
partner
and what
them.
I do feel, if a female step out, she's gonna have an emotional attachment to that other nigga. For sure. For sure.
This how I
Step
feel.
out, it's an emotional
She being
attachment.
camera safe. She being
Niggas,
camera
no,
safe.
I don't know.
Camera safe.
Niggas step out and y'all could just fuck, right?
Females do too.
Yeah.
Without the emotional tie, I just fucked him because I want to fuck him.
And
I done heard that.
They'll walk past a nigga like they ain't know him.
Exactly.
They do have some females that's very sexual.
I feel like with your, I feel like females with their man, they probably suck his dick all sensual and shit.
Man,
But the side nigga, they damn near choking.
They giving their man that hump pussy. They giving that side
choking
nigga
themselves,
that jump off the
slobbering.
wall
doing
pussy.
all that to her main nigga and
Eyes watering.
Don't want to.
What if she's doing all
That's how I
that with
feel.
her main nigga? What if she's doing all that with
What
her
she
main
doing
nigga?
it more with him.
And
Making
that's not
boo-boo
enough.
noises
What if
for
This is
no
my
reason.
thing. You done already decided to do something you don't supposed to be doing. You ain't gonna max it. When you snuck out the house when you was young, you just did a little something, or you went full out because fuck, I done snuck out now.
I always play it safe.
Yeah,
Play it safe. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I always play it safe. I'm gonna play it
Yeah, like you playing it safe for this camera right
No,
now.
I'm being honest. I'm being completely honest. Why when you be honest, it can't be the truth?
Cause your honest is
Like-
always some good shit.
Okay.
Ain't everything good in life.
So every female gotta be a hoe or a slut or something like that.
So none of your partners told you that.
Like I could,
No. I'm not saying every female gotta be, but why you ain't never won? You ain't never won. Every subject you ain't never won.
You ain't never won.
Not you ain't gotta be one. Just certain moments in life you was one right fast, but you ain't never won for no moment.
I haven't experienced all them things yet. My
I
fucking
don't
bad.
believe you. I don't believe
When I'm just supposed to, I'm good. I'm good. We
You
have
a
some
saint.
good girls still.
you. You a Jehovah Witness.
You heard Rob. Home bodies get cheated on.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing right.
With the sound
You're
effect,
gonna-
yeah.
I'm not a hold up, and let me
At
put this
the
out
end
here.
of
I'm
the
not
day,
agreeing with that either.
it's
I'm not agreeing with that
reverting back
either.
to y'all
Stay
niggas,
home,
'cause
B.
Y'all gonna cheat no matter what.
Stay home, baby.
Y'all gonna cheat no matter what
No
too.
matter what.
Y'all gonna cheat no matter what
That's
too.
what Rob letting you know too. You sitting at home being a good girl, yeah. I'ma still go out and I'ma still fuck.
That might be.
You sitting at home being a good man?
No,
I'ma
that's
still
the
go ahead
lifestyle
about.
he might want. I don't want that.
You're a good wholesome church boy, man.
I don't go to church. I just actually watched the sermon before I came in here though.
So
That's
you
true.
had a
But I'ma
girlfriend
go-
before. You single now?
Cyber church.
I ain't gonna say I'm single. You know, I got, you know, some I'm pursuing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm gonna put it like that. You know, you can't be with somebody fully if you ain't got yourself together. So, you know, whatever happens after that, that's what God wanted to be. You just gotta move accordingly.
Oh, and you want to talk about a perfect angel answer? Did you hear
I'm being
you be
serious
doing.
though. You hear me? You
But
can't
that's what you
force
be
nothing.
doing. You do it for all of them though.
Oh my
You do it
god.
for all of them.
That
So
was-
hey, did she hit you up when you hit 2 million streams?
She ain't that type of girl.
That's what's up.
She not that type of girl.
That's what's up.
She not that type of girl.
Did you ever cheat?
Well, you hit 100
Like,
million
did you-
streams. She
did you
might
have
be
a
that
favorite
type of
side
girl.
hoe? You had a favorite side hoe like that you
I
fuck real
don't.
good?
I don't do side hoes.
No.
I don't do side hoes.
I wouldn't even front my former side chick, however you want to put it. Well, I don't want to call her that. I was in love with 2 women, and the other one I was in love with, I'm with now. So it ain't always bad. Sometimes you could be doing what God wants you to do at the end of the day. At the end of the
Even if
day,
it started with you.
even if it started bad, it could end good.
Preach.
So if I wouldn't have did that, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
So
doing what
How
I'm
you-
doing.
the
how you
ones
get
that
'em?
you always a
How you
cheater?
get
No.
them is how you lose them.
No.
That's what I
And
believe.
see
what they
that
say.
too. That's
No.
what the old folks say.
That
How you
what
get
they
them is
say.
how you lose them.
That is what they say. Damn, I'm in trouble.
Old people
I'm
don't
on
shit.
borrowed time.
And time that shit
Damn.
that shit can happen whenever. That shit don't.
Except
matter.
you, nothing bad happens to you ever,
Oh my
ever
God.
in life.
No, Okay.
Everything's good and
Don't try to make it seem like I'm a fucking preacher's daughter.
that what
I'm
you.
not a preacher's. Just cause I ain't no fucking slut, I ain't no little hoe. That don't mean nothing.
I'm not saying you gotta be a hoe, but you ain't had not one whole moment, bruh. Come on, bruh.
She thinking about it right now.
She is.
Cause I'm trying to think like I've never had.
You weren't mad at that nigga?
fans.
You weren't
I've
mad at that
never-
nigga and went woo the woo? With the other nigga that was want to do the woo?
You ain't never beat nobody beat in
You
class.
went to zodiac signs.
No, I've never. What the fuck?
You went to zodiac signs.
Astrology is deep. That's a lot.
I was about to say because
Semi.
usually girls that be into that be
Freaky.
I'm into that. Like, what's your top? Yeah, what's your big 3? Yeah, shit like that. Yeah, what time you was born? Yeah, shit like that. But
Well, you into it then.
though,
See how she lied?
I'm saying not that shit can go very deeply. Like,
What's your sign? What's your sign?
I'm a Taurus
Y'all nasty.
with a Scorpio moon.
Taurus
See,
nasty.
all that
And then
stuff.
Scorpio moon. Scorpio's free. You heard Tyrese?
With a
I met a
Scorpio
Scorpio. Oh, that nigga said, oh,
She had no limit to where she go.
oh yeah.
She was so damn sexual.
My playlist too. That's on.
See what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Now she come on, bro.
Come on, man.
I'm crazy though. I'm crazy.
Come on,
though.
man.
I'm the crazy one, though. I'm the
Come
crazy
on,
one.
man.
Look, I'm a good girl. I could. You hear me? I'm just saying. I'm not a hoe.
Ah,
I do
all
my
right.
thing, you hear me? I do my little, you hear me? But I'm not.
She did her thing one time with this one guy on the perfect night.
I never had no one nice. I can't. Like, that's. I'm like a germaphobe. I don't know you. Like, that's not clean. Like, that's not
I can ask
sanitary
you a
to
question.
just meet
When you
somebody.
be fucking, you put your hand over your eyes too? Like you first time?
Don't look at me.
No, I don't.
Don't
my
look at.
God. No, she do that.
my
She do that thing.
God.
Oh my God, I'm not supposed to be doing it.
I actually, no. I
The
don't.
light off. Come on.
I did that
You pull them
when
off.
I first started having sex, I was like that. I definitely was like
You was like, you pull them off. That's how you.
that's how I started.
If
yeah.
you the one want it, that was your you used to be like.
Not you the one wanted.
No, 'cause you know.
I know we're not supposed to ask women this, but how old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah,
I'm 24.
24.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
¿Por qué?
I was just asking.
Oh. Okay.
Somebody that want to know, so I asked.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
She don't know what to do. She don't know what to say.
Somebody wants to know. Okay, I guess.
So look, anything you want, get out there, put out there. You want to clear the air. You want to let people know what's coming. Any type of level you want. Anything you want to say before we wrap this up.
I mean, I had kind of already made a statement about it. Basically speaking on, just people with these lists and shit about the rappers. I just want people to really start respecting me as an artist. You know what I'm saying? It's no longer okay, this is a comedian, just doing music. Like, nah, nigga doing real numbers. You know what I'm saying? We doing real performances, making real money, and I'm here. I just want niggas to know that. You know what I'm saying? So another year, we about to take this shit over.
Long story short, stop discrediting this man just because he wear many hats. Give him credit for every hat he wear.
In the aggressive
You
way. Put some respect on my name.